Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AndreSanders.net. Get your truth done. I just got done watching two heavyweights in their own professions. Gary Vaynerchuk and Eric the Hip Hop Preacher Thomas. Eric Thomas was on Gary Vaynerchuk's show here, and they were just talking as far as different things, talking about self-awareness and patience. Let's see, the best marketing tips for musicians and advice on public speaking. This is what is listed on here, but it went a little bit deeper than that because a couple times, and say several times throughout the time they were doing an interview, they were talking about the truth. Get your truth done, speak your truth. And really, when I was paying attention to that, I had to rewind it so many times. It really goes back to having a purpose in your life. As far as what it is exactly you're trying to do. Not worrying about what maybe friends or family are expecting you to do, but pretty much what you have that burning desire within you to do. I know I sound like almost a broken record player from what Napoleon Hill's mentioned so many times, and the law of success and Think and Grow Rich, but that's true. As far as, that's what they meant by getting your truth done, getting your purpose done. I'm not even going to lie. When I first joined the home-based business profession, I came in for mainly one mission. And that's to play football professionally. After getting cut from an arena team, 3 different arena teams, I was like, you know what? If I'm just going to go and make this happen, I knew working for somebody was not going to help. Now, it might work for some people. I knew personally it wasn't going to work for me, even though I might still be working right now, because I knew down the long haul, it was like, well, if I was going to leave, what sense would that make as far as like going to be like on a leave or whatever? And then when I learned a little bit more so as far as entrepreneurs that own jobs and different businesses, I some stuff kind of disturbed me as far as how much jobs could provide for you. So I really started to educate my own self as far as like, okay, let me go and feed into my mind as far as what I can do to help better myself. And I know I'm really talking about mainly about the home-based business profession, but at the same time, it's really just working on yourself and really going after your purpose. That's really what it comes down to. As far as something that Jim Rohn had said, and I read this earlier today, is the major value of reaching goals is not to acquire it, but it's the person you become while you're working to acquire it. And I know from experience, how much of a transformation is done for me going after my goals. Now, it's going to be different for some people, and as it should be, because that's your own goals, too. That's your own truth. But you really can't avoid it. I mean, you can if you want, but then do you really want to have that feeling of regret, which is the worst feeling when it's all said and done when you leave this planet? That's the worst feeling. Better to go after it. Better to go after your dreams and pretty much, I don't want to say fail, but almost like when you have to leave this earth, but that you gave it your all, other than to basically sit there on your deathbed and be like, man, I should have, could have, would have, should have, and had that regret. That's the worst feeling. So I gotta agree again, going back to what Gary Vaynerchuk and Eric Thomas were talking about, as far as go and get your truth done. Just get out of the way. If it's something that you have written down, something that you like to say to yourself repeatedly, daily, go after it. Just be consistent with it. That's another key thing. Stay consistent with it. So something I wanted to leave you with, as far as get your truth done and get your purpose done. Because I know it's just that feeling of accomplishment deep inside of us that we all pretty much live for. So if you get value for what we shared here, love to read your comments below or like or share this video. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.